We got to learn that the children is the key to the future. Our ancestors come back into children. We live eternal through reincarnation. We evolve up, crash, evolve up, crash. It's a series of motherfucking living over and over again. And if y'all don't understand that, then I can't help you. But you ain't gonna. Life is eternal. Life don't go nowhere. The body is the only thing that perish. Life continues on. They told you don't talk to the dead because it was evil or some shit. All the shit that go on in your brain is talking to the dead. If you talk to yourself in your brain, you talking to the dead. If you sitting across from a motherfucker having a conversation with, you talking to the goddamn dead. All that shit talking to the dead. What the fuck is the dead? That which is unaware of what it is dead. If you are unaware of who and what you are at the core, you dead. Right? So it's the dead. 44 watching, flips a motherfucking angel key to me. You dead when you are unaware of what you are. You not the body. You gonna come back if you choose to. The energy might just manifest back in a different state of consciousness, but you gonna come back because this energy can't be destroyed. It's neither created nor destroyed. It just changed form from one thing to the other thing. So where we going from here, we have to learn to teach children out. We can teach the children not to be fucked up. We teaching them to be fucked up. Actually, if we allow them to live their opportunity to live their best life, and we pursue our best life, and we put all that shit together, and everybody on that path, you don't need no law. Law already in your heart. You got the golden heart. You know the golden motherfucking rule. Treat motherfuckers the way you want to be treated. What goes around comes around. Motherfucker, pick me up and I'll put you back down. You know, it's a series of cycles. In cycles. When you get to seeing and reading the patterns in the cycles, then you don't see shit. You look like you're reading the streamer on the Matrix. Right? So when people be asking me like, I don't understand what the flips are. All the flips is it's a code term for I'm changing the direction in which I'm viewing this, and I'm gonna look at it from another direction, like, and then I'll explain a different direction. When I say, when you ever see the seven is also a cane, right? It's also a tool used to flip. That's who I am. I'm the one used to flip the motherfucking juice. You know, from one side of the family to the other side, from one generation to the next generation, being the central point on all points. I ain't know I was gonna be the motherfucking one. I thought I was gonna be the one to help the one. I didn't want to have all the juice. I just wanted to motherfucking see some motherfuckers do some shit. Get somewhere. Feel some progress. See some change. Look, Martin, Malcolm, all of those guys, Medgar Evers, H. Rap Brown, Stokely Carmichael, Fred Hampton, Huey Newton, Bobby Seale, Angela Davis, Sada Shakur, Finney Shakur, the Panther 21, the West Coast Panthers, the Chicago Panthers, Atlanta Panthers, the Black Liberation. How many motherfuckers got to continue to fail before we figure it out? How many? It's real simple. Right? They hurting y'all like sheep. They playing y'all like boo-boo the fucking fool. Period. They doing this shit to you in front of your face, behind your back, and they laughing at you while they doing it because you ignoring us telling you what's being done. What's up, Matt? All the time. Once we become aware of what they doing, all we gotta do is say, hey, y'all not doing that here. This our shit. They whole system is false. They made you believe that illusion was real and that the reality was the illusion. And they flipped it by making you see your frame of reference from outside of yourself as being part of their system, as opposed to you being yourself in their system, asking you, can it borrow some of your juice? In your biblical quote, the man said that you the salt of the earth. What that mean? Ain't no flavor without no salt. Everything is bland. It's the spice of life is what they call it. Right? So, the Angel Bay flip on the Reds Lodge is to put this shit back in order on re-teaching the children. So we got to write a whole new curriculum, a whole new methodology of immersion teaching that immerse them in what you would call a holy culture without giving them that religious zealot mentality. They don't. That's a fucked up shit too. Motherfucker blow himself up in the name of some goddamn God he can't see. Why God don't come blow his own goddamn self up? Don't fall for that dumb ass shit. That's not the way to teach the children to be. Now, it is a time when the motherfucker might need to blow himself up, but they need to understand the context of that shit. All of the context is relevant. Right? So, I mean, that's emergency. That's when a motherfucker's so fucking foul, there is no other way. You kill many motherfuckers you can before you make them kill you. Still don't kill yourself. You make them do that shit. You kill many of them motherfuckers as you can, and then you make them kill you. You don't kill you. That don't make sense. The only way to go, don't let them catch you. Make them kill you. If you want to lay it down like that's the motherfucking law of the goddamn West. But right now, we ain't got to do none of that. All y'all got to do is collectively realize who y'all are, and we be out of here. We about to take flight on these bitches in front of y'all face, and y'all mouth gonna be on the ground. I'm protected from forces beyond you. Think before you step, before the rebels, silly mortal. You remember X-Clan? Brother Jay told you. All that shit. Y'all motherfuckers better wake up. Brother, 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 how you make him get down? Professor Overseer, I got pimp in my crown. What's a pimp? Y'all motherfuckers fall for that street shit. They got y'all thinking the pimp motherfucker to play hoes. Pimp is a perfectly incarnated Master P Flipper. Master P Flipper, right, Master P? Off of Ice Cream Man flip. Dig? Flipping out an ice cream truck with a big perm, right, Big Worm? That was back in the day. My mama used to put perm in my hair when I was a boy. I didn't want that bullshit. I like my motherfucking sheep's wool. Everybody knew I was a black sheep. You didn't have to prove it. The embroidered deco. What's deco? Deco is the gecko. That's the lizard, the imposter. It's all right there. I'm showing you as I read them. What I'm reading and how I'm reading and how I'm coming to that. So now that I got this, right, the don't tread on me, this ties into the militia of Montana. Why does it tie into that? Because remember, we coming from the matriarchal line, right? We coming from, militia of Montana acronym is MOM. So this takes me here. Don't tread on me. So I'm uniting all of the tribes. I'm uniting all of the tribes, and y'all can see it in real time. Right? All of the tribes are coming together. All right, so now we got Suge Knight. And now, this also tied back to to Jay-Z. Now remember, yesterday I told y'all, Jay-Z throw up the diamond. This is the diamond. The diamond is the Vesica Pisces, as I went over yesterday in another book. I'm going to show it to y'all again. I'm going to show y'all the Vesica Pisces again in this book. This is the Vesica Pisces. Now remember, they call that the grand man. That's the grand man. But it's a woman. You see? Now, look at this. She's standing on the Pisces. And then they got each one of the zodiac signs. Leo. See that? Leo governs the heart. The emotions causes the injustice. When the man's emotions can't be controlled with the agency of the mind, the man cannot treat the woman right. It creates the injustice right here. It's showing you all of the signs. So in order to get the Capricorn, the gift giver, the Scorpio has to balance the scale in order to take the maiden through the lion's gate with the aid of the Cancer. Thank you, Aunt Rufy. Right? With the aid of the Cancer, opening up the throat chakra. Opening the throat chakra. She sent me to go find my voice. I found it. Right? So now, only thing left, once he found his voice, is to open his third eye. Once the third eye is open, it opens the crown. It raises the crown. Right? So then the crown, the king, the one that was down here, the scorpion who was at the bottom, who was dead, resurrects, balances the scale, rescues the maiden, right? Goes through the lion's gate, right? With the assistance and the aid of the Cancer. Then he opens the third eye. He arrives at the crown chakra, where the Capricorn is the great gift giver. Who is the Capricorn? That's Mother Khadijah. Mother Khadijah is the Capricorn. Right? I could show y'all the symbolism for that, but I'm not going to get into that because I don't know how invasive that is in the other people's lives. So I'm not saying a lot of the names of the masters that gave me the knocks to carry me through. Yesterday I was doing the video and I was showing y'all the 3 knocks and how it works on the three realms, the 3 levels. Because we got to deal with the realm of the gods and the realm of the men. But in the course of that, now this was the Holy Tablets. The sound went out and nobody heard what I was saying. So I'm going to see if I can remember where it's at in here real quick. So not to hold this up too long. Okay, remember when we went over that, I told y'all when I was reading the other day how the 5-point star, Angel Bay, tied to the shrine because of the sword. Evil stiff-necked people never did anything except off the tip of the sword. Right? And then the 5-point star, that's the mother's gate. So I had to open both the father gate and the mother gate. I mean, I had to travel through both sides as a self-raised master in order to be the master of masters, in order to sit at the highest position. Right? So now, from there, where do we go? Shit, we didn't did it all. What's next? The only thing left to do is to bring all of this to the world now, because all of the masters have seen it. They know how I'm cut. All right, so now, what else do I got to tie in? Is there anything that I'm missing? So, I'm going to go through here and see if anybody got any questions. Did anybody get confused at what I was going over, get stuck, or didn't understand it? Yep, they do have people thinking that they one way when they are actually another. Go, Desiree. Yep. All right. So I don't see no questions. This is a long journey. Now what I'm going to do, now that I've walked all the way through, right? Let me show y'all what my book of life look like for kicks and giggles. So when I go through my book of life, I had to follow a whole lot of instructions, and they had to make it plain enough for a baby to. That's why I look like a child's book. This was me in my apathetic state. I was in the spirit realm, unmoved by what was taking place down here, because to me it looked like everybody was doing it to themselves, which I turned out to be about 95% right about that. Ignorance is the problem. As long as we stay ignorant, we can't figure it out. Then I knew that I would have to someday do this. I would have to ascend. I would have to bring it all together. Coming from my base chakra, I would have to ascend through all 7 chakras to the crown to flourish. Now this right here is the part on the Pope in the brain. It's called, I think it's called corpus callosum or something like that, or colossus. This is the part that connects the 2 hemispheres of the brain. You see they look like wings? That's the balancers. A bird can't fly with 1 wing. Bird can't fly with 1 wing. Right? Now you got your 2 serpents, the gold and the red. What do the gold symbolizes? Eternal life. Right? What do the red symbolizes? That's the passion. That's the passion. That's the passion for the wisdom. So one got to chase the wisdom while the other is chasing eternal life. And there's where they meet in the throat. Right? So, she told the cat's paw to open my throat chakra. Tell him to go find his voice. Just like she opened the heart chakra. She said, stick it in, break it off, and make it hurt. It'll wake his ass up. Trust me, it'll work. Trust me, it'll work. I know it's going to be hard. It's going to be painful. But just like it's painful for you, it's going to be 10 times more painful for him if you break it off. Stick it in, break it off, make it hurt in the heart center. That's going to wake that energy up. We talking alchemy. We talking all of these have to be activated. And remember, I showed y'all that these was the 7 allies. The 7 allies. Who they allies to? Remember the man was the staff in the middle? And he had to turn all these lights on. Remember the 7 keys? He needed a key to every one of them. Some of the keys was in the red lodge and some was in the blue lodge. But only the royal blood. Only the royal blood can get all of the keys to unlock all of the locks to liberate the masses of the people from the tyranny and oppression. Right? So now, look what it says. The queen is a lawgiver. The queen is a lawgiver. She told me, you go find your voice. Can y'all hear me loud and clear on this? The king is the law enforcer. He executes the plan. Right? She just say what need to be done. He figure out the who, what, when, where, why, and how it got to get done. Only when one finds that place, balance within the self. We talking might. If you ain't balanced, you can't balance nobody else out. Watch what it say. Will might be restored is the question. If I got anything to say about it, hell yeah. Watch this. This is balance for y'all. Might inspires Tahuti. Justice inspires wisdom. Look, now look at the positions. He's supposed to be over here as Scorpio. She's supposed to be over here as Leo. But the positions are inverse now. Why? She's no longer the maiden. He's no longer the man. She has mastered her divine masculine. He has mastered his divine feminine. Right? So now they can sit in the royal court together. Look at the feather. The feather is the intent. It's on a single pillar between them. Remember, before it between them was the scales of balance, the scales of might. But now it's the feather alone. Pure intent's the only thing between them now. Right? We all know Tahuti being Thoth. Now look at this. Right out his third eye, in real time, it's moving. It's a glare, but to me it's a sign. He's looking at the inspiration. Right? Now, man who conquers himself is greater than one who conquers 1,000 men in battle, the Buddha. The Sun Tzu say that it's better to win 1,000 battles by strategy than a single battle by combat. I had to learn that lesson first. That lesson had to be learned early, because I like to fuck shit up. But I don't like to fuck up the people I love. So the people I love got to put me in the position to make me want to fuck them up, right? So that the love can conquer the hate. Because love got to conquer the fear. Love is stronger than fear or hate. Now, what happens? We are governed by universal laws. Things don't just happen to you. So that means don't take that shit personal. Know ye, O man, ye are only spirit. The body is nothing. The soul is all. Let not your body be a fetter. Cast off the darkness and travel in light. Cast off your body, O man, and be free. Truly a light that is in one with the light. Right? So, I get over here, thoughts. The true student will read between the lines and gain wisdom. If the light is in you, the light which is engraved in these tablets will respond. Even my book of life. If one of y'all really pay attention to what you're reading, all of the secrets to the universe is right here. And this is one of my favorite. This is also a saying of thought. Wisdom is the power. Wisdom is power, and power is wisdom. One with each.